Hi honey, how are you? It's Teknikolour, and as you all know, I am a huge fan of Dead by Daylight and Sweet Baby Steve. But today I thought we could unbox the new Dead by Daylight board game. So Dead by Daylight, the board game, the collector's edition as I have it, was manufactured by Level 99 Games, and they gave me a little note, so I'll read that to you now. Dear friend, thank you for purchasing the Dead by Daylight, the board game, collector's edition. In order to protect your miniatures from possible damage during shipping, we have placed the 8 generator miniatures in a separate box and added extra padding inside the main box. You can open the second box and integrate its components into the main box, then dispose of all the additional packaging materials. The collector's edition box is sufficient to protect your game under normal use conditions. These extra materials were only needed to protect the game during shipping. We appreciate your support and we hope you have a great time playing Dead by Daylight on your tabletop. From all of us at Level 99 Games, happy gaming. So here is the Dead by Daylight Collector's Edition. And you've got a lot to unbox. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, wow. As you can see, there are a bunch of little miniatures that I guess I'm going to have to paint. And I've never done that. I've never done a board game like this before. But look at these generators. They look so cool. Oh man, the details on this. Oh, this is so cool. I really thought that this was actually printed on the box and then it just moved and I kind of freaked out. Side, and then I can't even explain to you all how heavy this box is. The moment of truth. Oh wow. It's got that new board game smell. It has Dead by Daylight, the board game, Death is Not an Escape. And this is also the game overview card, which has Claudette, Fung, Dwight, Mia, and the Traveler. So this is the collector's components and the collector's updates. And this appears to include everything that is in the collector's edition. There are 10 survivor minis, 10 killer minis, 5 hook minis, 8 generator minis, which appear to be all of these that we already opened, and 25 deluxe generator progress pieces, which I believe will all fit into these holes here. 40 deluxe blood points, 20 survivor perks, 20 killer perks, 4 movement cards for the Blight, 1 Victor Mini for the twins, 1 Afterpiece tonic token for the Clown, 1 Afterpiece antidote token for the Clown, 12 knife tokens for the Trickster, and 10 vial purge tokens for the Plague. And then of course we have the Dead by Daylight board game rulebook. Okay, this is one of my favorite parts when board games include these. It has a tutorial video. I feel like anytime I'm reading the rules or somebody is reading the rules for a board game to me, I always zone out, so having a tutorial video is always very much appreciated. And it basically just goes over everything that you need to know about the game, component breakdowns, your items, your perks, the game board, how to set it up, gameplay, survivor interactions, killer interactions, other concepts, tips, FAQs, and game modes, as well as the credits. So these seem to be killer character cards. So we have the twins, the Huntress, the Spirit, the Plague, the Death Slinger, the Clown, the Legion, the Oni, the Blight, and the Trickster, as well as each of their interactions. And these are the Doctor, the Hag, who I don't really love going against, the Trapper, the Wraith, the Hillbilly, the Nurse, and each of their interactions on the back. in these next packets, we have the survivors and their character cards. Yoonjin Lee, Kate Denson, Jeff Johansson, Yui Kimura, Felix Richter, David King, our gay king, Adam Francis, Jane Romero, Zarina Kassir, and Elodie Rakoto, as well as each of their survivor interactions. Fung Min, Ace Visconti, Nia Carlson, Claudette Morrill, Jake Park, Dwight Fairfield, and as everyone in my Twitch chat knows, my absolute favorite, Meg Thomas, as well as each of their survivor interactions. Unfortunately, we don't have Sweet Baby Steve, but you know, we can all win here. And then we have our game boards. I really don't want to break this. So it looks like, each of these are the maps. So right now we have Macmillan Estate. And then on the back, I really don't want to break this, Auto Haven Records, which I believe was my first map that I ever played on. And then over here, I believe we have 2 alternate maps. Oh, this is one of my favorite maps. Okay, so this one is Mount Ormond. And then on the flip side, we have Crotus Kren Asylum. So these are token pieces that include blood points, hooks, and other items that you would have on your HUD in the game. And there are 2 sheets for them. Then it looks like we have another token sheet. This one seems to have some items for the Plague, Trickster, and the Clown. None of my favorite killers. And then the exciting point, the actual characters. So up here, it looks like they put some packaging materials to keep our survivors very safe. We have each of them listed up here, and I believe space for our generator pieces. So very nice that everything does fit and everything has a place. What is under this? Oh, our hooks. So I just got a little bit scared because I took out Zarina Kassir here, and there were extra lamps from, I believe, a generator piece, but I think that might have just been a packaging mistake. So it looks like in each of their backs is a tiny hole, perfectly shaped for a hook. And you just slide them on it, and they stay there. So I just got a little confused because as I was looking at this a little bit more closely, I saw the Oni, I saw the Trickster, I saw Legion, and then I was like, what killer is this? Kate Denson. To show a little bit more closely, we have the Wraith, and honestly, their attention to detail is kind of fabulous. And then of course, we have another killer over here, Meg Thomas. Who's honestly looking a little bit rough, but I guess she must have just gotten her adrenaline perk. I will say that something very exciting about all of these pieces is how they crafted some of them. Like you can see the doctor here has all of these sort of like dangly bits to show like his power is being used. And I think that that's really exciting. You can also see that it looks like the nurse is kind of mid-drink here. In this last section over here, it appears that we have some cute little blood point pieces. And I was very interested to see how they were going to make these. And oh my god, they look so cool. They're a little bit translucent, and they have the cracks that you see in them. And then we have another baggie right here, which looks like it has those little battleship pegs. And I believe that these just slot right into the generator pieces. They do. Very exciting. I guess they go that way. So I just checked with my handy dandy rule book to figure out what these pieces were, because originally when I opened these and looked at one of them, I immediately thought of Ghostface's power, and Ghostface isn't in this game, unfortunately. He's my favorite killer. These are apparently wound markers, and you would put them on your survivor, and then you'll know that this survivor needs to be healed. And then in this final baggie, it looks like we have a bunch of dice, which I assume are to represent movement across each board. In these final 3 slots, it looks like we have card packs, and it appears that we have regular packs and collector packs of survivor perks, killer perks, movement cards like crouch, and item pieces. So obviously I'm going to have to deep dive into this rule book and kind of see how this all works out. Well, let's be honest, I'm gonna watch the tutorial video. Thank you, Level 99 Games, for including that. But I can't wait to dive into this, play with a couple of friends. I don't know, maybe we can plan a Twitch stream where we play the board game. But as a huge fan of the video game, having played for quite a few years now, and honestly, probably still not very good, I can't wait to check out the board game version of this. And thank you for sticking with me for this unboxing. If you would like to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in more Dead by Daylight content, the video game, be sure to follow me over on twitch.tv/Teknikolour, where I stream every single day and we play a lot of Dead by Daylight, as well as The Sims 4, Tears of the Kingdom, which is coming out very soon, and other fun games. See you later. Bye-bye.